I'm more of gas hard, brake in the straight, maybe brake in the first eighth of the turn, done with the rear brake, let the tire roll once to kind of release that dirt, and then gas. First you would like gas hard out of that turn, gas down the straight, then you'd chop the throttle and you would roll for like seriously 30-40 feet, and then you would brake hard, and then you'd gas again. I definitely think you could gas longer and tighten up that transition from like throttle to brake. I feel like I go hard gas, hard brake, let the bike roll. If I complicated it, I'm like smooth throttle into aggressive throttle, aggressive braking into smooth braking. Let the bike roll just a smidge. In a perfect world, you're gas, brake, but if there's any variable of terrain, I'd rather go gas, brake, roll a little bit, gas, brake, roll a little bit. Okay. You also start to brake harder as you get more comfortable with body position, and then you can stay on the gas even longer. Yeah. Like you become a better braker, you know, then the brake point changes. I'll say the brake point changes with how good the traction is. On a wet day or on better dirt. It's not so black and white like road racing, where they're on the same grippy tarmac.
So I'm finding like I'm coming in, I feel like I'm starting to pitch, and I guess I need to like commit more to the turn.
Yeah, you need to. A little bit more speed takes a little bit more lean.
So yeah. I come in, I start to pitch, I'm like, we're doing it, I'm like scary, and like...
Yeah, and then you pull yourself out. Yeah, I need a little more lean.
Okay.
That fine line, and that's the hard part, is as you go faster, you gotta lean a little more. But then when you slow back down for a technical section, you have to remember not to lean as much. That constant balance of lean with momentum.
Yeah. It's kind of like a hard track as you get going.
It's a hard track. I feel like the turns start off hard pack and then end sandy, or start off sandy and end hard pack. And I love flat turns, but that off-camera downhill flat turn over there is tricky. It's a tricky one. And I catch myself in the taller grass, not looking ahead. I get like tunnel vision.
Yeah. All right. I'm like trying to push.
Yeah. And I'll also say this, before you went gas, long roll, brake, part of gassing longer is you're gonna subtly brake earlier. You know?
Can you re-explain that?
So like before, if before you would like, let's see, get my magic drawing stick out, you know? If this is our long straight and that's our turn.
Yeah.
Before you would gas, chop the throttle there, roll, brake here. Then you'd be done with your brakes there and gas again, right?
Yeah.
So this is where you used to chop the throttle. You can't just gas all the way to this point because you're going to be going so much faster. It's more like I gas to here and also start braking there to still be done with my brakes there. Okay. I don't know if that makes any sense, but before it was gas, chop, roll, brake.
I need to go gas, brake.
Gas, brake, and that transition to brake is probably going to be earlier than before, but
because there's no roll section.
Because there's no roll.
Okay.
Because your overall speed is so much faster. You're going way faster.
Yeah, this last one I was like, I'm not making this.
Yeah. So although you're staying on the gas longer and you're going faster, now you're going to need to start your braking earlier.
Yeah, okay. This is good though, like, I've never been comfortable just blowing.
Yeah, also being okay blowing a turn. I'm good with that, dude. Especially trying to learn your gas to brake timing. But it should be like a hard gas to a hard brake and then a smooth roll into the turn.
Okay.
So that one for sure, I know you could have added more front brake to slow down quicker.
Okay.
There's times, even earlier today, where you would brake dominantly with the front. I'd see the bike dive. And that time you were almost all rear and the bike kind of choppered and pushed, started plowing.
Yeah.
So when the back starts plowing, I add in the front. If the front starts knifing, I add the rear. But you should almost, as you add in the rear, ramp up the front. And as you let off the rear, you subtly release the front.
Okay.
That last one you for sure should have had more front brake.
Okay.
Turns, turns, turns! Training for upcoming single track race. Man, turns help you with everything. They help you with brake control, throttle control, body position. I even make my hard throw riders do turn track. You really have to time your throttle with your weight at the peg. It's actually the same timing going into obstacles. You kind of unweight the bike as you're off the gas, reweight the bike as you're on the throttle. Joe's working on smooth on the gas and smooth off the gas. Finding his moments to be aggressive and get up to speed. We're making sure to be on the gas early enough that the bike doesn't get sucked down, slide out. Shoulders are going to the high side of the rut. I want to see his shoulders turn and lean into the corners, but his hips go to the wider part of the bike. His hips be in the side-to-side balance. His front, his shoulders are his front-to-back balance, pointing him through his line, leading him into his acceleration. I don't know if you can tell from the follow cam, but I set the turns up wider even though we're in the same rut. I really try to join the ruts rather than fall into them and then push up the wall. I definitely see you exaggerating your hips more. I think now it's giving you the opportunity to accelerate more. You're like leaning, but since you're thinking about your hips, you're back to maybe not gassing early enough. Or
I feel like I'm like falling back.
Yeah, maybe even have the chance to kind of lunge further forward into it.
Yeah.
That's part of the like hips coming out and then lunging my shoulders through the exit.
So much to like.
Yeah. Well, that's the hardest part of getting faster and faster. There's just like more tiny details versus that generic, this is how you ride.
Keep your head over the number plate. Things are so simple then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, things were so simple back then.
Now it's like, do this, follow this. And
Yeah. It's a constant reaction. There's so many variables in off-road, from the hard to the soft, to the rocks, to the vision at the bushes. It's constant reacting. Yeah, as you were exaggerating your hips, seemed like maybe you weren't doing that like smooth throttle early. We were talking about where it's maybe not even enough throttle to gain momentum, but it's enough throttle to start uprighting the bike, or at least put a little traction back to the dirt. Smooth, then aggressive.
do you think I was like over exaggerating my hips?
Maybe once or twice, but I'd rather you over exaggerate it now so that race day it's just kind of
Like the flow state.
Yeah, that flow state. I also catch myself in a lot of these downhill, a lot of times while we're braking, and there's those ruts that have all the little kickers in them.
Yeah.
When I'm braking into those ruts and then the little kicker wants to twist my front end, I really catch myself steer into it for a quick second. And you have to be dragging the front brake or it'll just walk out of the rut. But I don't know if you like, maybe we've talked about that before, but if I'm falling, if I'm falling to the right and I for a quick second turn right, it actually brings the bike up.
Yeah.
Versus a lot of people fall right and turn left and then that bike falls more. I'm catching myself a lot reacting with a quick steer into the rut. It's like dancing.
I think like if I work hard on lunging, cause like I felt like a lot as like I'm like,
Yeah, you felt pulling.
I think that may like help smooth things. Like that last lap set, I was like so worried about like sticking my fucking butt out and like trying to turn, and
that you kind of lost the lunge. I was also thinking I was seeing your knees move more the last one.
yeah.
That could have been the hips. Like I'd see your knees buckle enough that you'd go back to heels up in a few moments, and that's been a long time.
I almost felt like I was like not as good the last one as the previous one.
Yeah.
Like as smooth or as fast. But I feel like it's also part of like getting better. It's like it's like
those stages of learning.
I feel like I'm bracketing.
This area looks beautiful, but it's one of the hardest turn tracks in my opinion. It goes from this rock hard dirt to this super soft sand, right back into rock hard clay. Alright, see if I can catch up to Joe. The sand sucks you down. The hard pack just stands you up. It almost teaches the mental strength. Okay with mistakes, resetting, recovery. Not letting one mistake or inconsistency ruin your moto. Gotta roll with those punches here. Very hard to be perfect.